Hey everybody, it's Jaden at Music Around Albuquerque, and today we're looking at the Ibanez RGAIX Iron Label. Let's dive right in. So let's talk about this guitar. This is the Ibanez RGAIX6MQM. Since that's impossible to repeat, and you're never going to remember it, they decided to categorize it as one of their Iron Label series guitars. Makes a lot of sense to me. Let's get into what makes this guitar special at a quick glance. First thing that catches your eye is the insane color on this beautiful quilted maple top. This color is what Ibanez calls Surreal Blue, which I think is a perfect name for it. I'm going to show it to the camera here. Hopefully that's picking it up. But I mean, yeah, who thinks about that? I mean, blue and green in a burst. That's insane. And I think it works really well with this guitar, with the white accents, with the pickups and the binding all around headstock and neck. I mean, everything about it just kind of works. So I'm definitely a fan of that. Ibanez even decided to throw down for the matching headstock, which I personally think increases the style factor like 10 times. But also, I'm just kind of a sucker for the matching headstock thing. I just think it looks slick. Match with the body. I mean, overall, this guitar is a killer when it comes to looks. Now, I think it's important to mention that Ibanez pulled absolutely no punches with materials for this guitar. We've talked about the quilted maple top and how just insane that is, but if you flip the guitar over, they've given you a beautiful mahogany back with a really nice polyurethane finish. I mean, that just adds to kind of the classiness of the guitar itself and ties in all the colors with something that's a little more muted on the back and, you know, obviously something that you, the player, get to appreciate more than someone who's looking at you in the audience or what have you. And I'm personally impressed with the fit and finish on this guitar. I mean, you've got 24 jumbo frets with not a single sharp edge to be found on them. I mean, for a production model guitar, sometimes that's a lot to ask. With these types of instruments, they're mass produced, so you're not having that one-on-one kind of interaction with builder and guitar. So some things are missed. Sometimes frets are sharp, sometimes when you get them in, you've got to file them down and kind of shape them, but on this guitar, that's absolutely not the case. I mean, you've got super clean fretwork here. The binding is just super slick all the way around. I mean, of course, we talked about how it's, on the headstock and the fretboard and everything. I mean, it's really, really clean. And that, for the price point, is a huge bonus for me. This particular Ibanez model sports their Nitro Wizard neck shape, and once again catches the eye with the beautiful bird's eye maple fretboard. I mean, that is just figured and gorgeous. We really can't ask for more on this kind of a guitar. The other thing is, if we flip it over again, you see a 3-piece neck, 2 stripes of maple, and 1 fat stripe of purple heart. And it's just something that you don't see on import guitars. Now that we've taken care of materials, let's move on to hardware and electronics. We're sporting the Gibraltar Standard 2 tailpiece on this guitar, which makes it a hardtail, so you can play this thing all night without having to worry about something moving and throwing you out of tune. Along with that, the actual tuners themselves are the Goto MGT tuners, which just add to that tuning stability. I mean, this is something that you can play. I mean, you may not even have to kick on your tuner during a set if you're taking this thing out live, because you've got just the locking tuners up here, hardtail bridge. I mean, it's just going to give you the peace of mind when you're on stage, as well as added sustain because it's a string-through body. Now, you've heard what this guitar can do in the demo song, and part of that magic comes from the DiMarzio pickups that are stock in this model. So these are the DiMarzio Fusion Edge bridge and neck pickups. They take gain like champs, but they're also able to clean up and settle down, making this a versatile tool for almost any application. And along with a 3-way toggle switch, single volume knob, and a mini switch coil tap, this guitar does everything you need it to without getting in your way. Again, I'm Jaden with Music Around Albuquerque, and I do want to let you know that we have this exact guitar in store and online at www.musicaroundalbuquerque.com. Thanks for watching.